Alright, we're back, everybody. What up? Get some things all set up here. We're back. Alright, set everything all up. Hopefully no one can hear this too bad. There we go. Alright, how's it going, everybody? How's it going? We are rocking and we are rolling. We are live chat if anybody wants to hit the live chat here. Hey, how's it going? Oh, lots, man, lots. Lots of things, but it is what it is. We're somewhat back here. Just gonna do a quick live stream. Make sure everything's up to date here. Trying to get the link, but apparently I can't. Not sure why I can't see the chat on my screen. I have to look at the chat on my phone, apparently. It's kind of odd. Give me 1 second. No, Discord's not back up yet. Discord and doing everything is just a lot of hassle. Like, it's just a lot of work to do and all that. So right now I'm not gonna be doing Discord, probably in a little bit here, hopefully. Hoping in a little bit here. Like I said, maybe a week. We'll see. Discord is a little bit more than what I wanted to do, because I'm also set up on like Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, all of that for promoting. Then the Discord is, I gotta be in touch with the Discord, and I'm not always there, so just a lot to do. Just give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna send off some things for people to join, hopefully. How come I can't see the chat though? Why can't I see live chat? There we go. It's odd I can't see it though. Well, there we go. I can somewhat see it. Yeah, that's good. Temps will go down a lot with a better case. It can even be a smaller case, it's just as long as it has better airflow, right? Especially if you're going with new components. The new graphics cards are very hot, especially their memory, so they pump out a lot of heat. Alright, how do I do this? Yeah, that's beautiful. That's good temp. Oh, wait. I don't know how to do this. Send stuff off here. do I do it? Yeah, it's 40C on a CPU is very good. Where I am right now, like I'm even outside with my PC, and it's quite warm out here right now, about 22, 23 degrees Celsius, and CPU is hitting about maybe 35. It doesn't use much, so it's kind of nice streaming. It doesn't use anything really. How's it going though? Or how's it been? That's weird. Like you said, it says it's on a fan hub, eh? If it's on a fan hub, it should read it. Unless the fan hub needs to have a PWM style fan to be able to read it. Sometimes that's the case. You actually need a 4-pin out fan to be able to read. Could be different. Lots of theories, eh? Hopefully none of them were too bad. How's it going, Nunya? Trying to send off these links. I thought there was a faster way to send them off to people, but apparently not. Seems to be very difficult. On Instagram? I shouldn't have. I don't think I blocked anybody on Instagram. Okay, there's gotta be a way to send out a mass invite, right? New chat. I don't know, this is the way to do it. This might be the only way. We'll see. Yeah, it's actually really nice back here now. That's why I figured I set it up outside so that way I actually have a nice background. A little bit wider open space here. Just give me 1 second. I'll be more involved with the chat here in a second. I'm trying to send out a mass invite to people, but oh, there's a faster way to do it. Apparently not. Seems to be taking a long time. Apparently not. Picturesque, yeah. This is a very slow way to do it. I was really hoping to be a faster way here. What is going on? How about you guys? How's everyone doing? Can't see. I can't see the screen. How is the background looking here? Pretty good. Guess I could change it a little bit here. Boom. There we go. Even better. Even better now. Can you guys hear me all right? Hopefully the sound's still good. Hopefully no settings changed on me while I was away. Happens actually sometimes. Kind of odd. Awesome, awesome. It is quite loud. There is like a bit of a highway back over here. Right on through here. There's a highway, so you might hear a loud truck once in a while, or a truck using his J brake. It's so hard to read the chat for some reason when I'm outside here. This monitor, I'm using my the little 7-inch monitor that you guys have seen, but it doesn't like the outside. Apparently, I can't. Like, it's so hard to read. Just grab my phone here. I can set up, so like let's say I was in a Discord channel, I can set up the Discord to be on my live stream as well, so like other people will be able to hear the people are on Discord. If that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I can reset up the Discord and all that, but I probably won't be like on it all that much, so, and I would like to be able to monitor it. It's with Discord, I need to find some moderators and all that. People that know what they're talking about, stuff like that, so that way they can help out other people, or have a moderator that I know, like personally know, so that way that person can either message me or whatnot. Add bots? Oh, yeah, I don't even know how to add a bot. Can you like set up a bot so that way, oh yeah? Yeah, because I have no clue about setting up those kind of bots on Discord. I just know how to set up the channels and whatnot. For my YouTube, I do have a moderator on it already, so that way. Okay, you can add so it bans words. Yeah, see, that'd be nice. I'd like to be able to ban certain words. Hey, Destiny, how's it going? How's it going, Destiny? It's bright out here. Yeah, because that is one thing I would like to do, Yuri, is set up something like that, so that way certain words cannot be said in it and that. It would be OCPC YouTube. That would be my Discord. Nice. What are you having for lunch? Is it fairly quick as my response back? Because I'm pretty sure I set to ultra low latency. YouTube, just YT. OCPC YT. That's what it should be. I don't know. I should check that actually, see if it is exactly that. Good. Okay, good. That is what I like to hear. Yeah, sadly I'm not going to be doing any like overclocking and that right now. OCPC not quite working. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll figure out if that is my name, because it could be different. Should be OCPC YouTube though. YT. Just 1 second. Oh, my bad. It's Real Luger. REALLUGER. I thought I switched it. Real Luger. REALLUGER. I'm pretty sure I don't have anybody blocked. Should be all open for invites. Just give me 1 sec. I'm checking my Discord settings here to see if everything's good on it. No, everything looks good on it. Yeah, the only people I have blocked is Me6, Mr. Hot Pot, because they were really, they were just, yeah, same, whatever. Luger. So it's real, and then another Luger. Luger. Check out this. I should plug in my phone so that way it doesn't die on me. You guys can look at the nice view. I'm back. I'm back. Here, I can type it out. Oh. Real Luger for Discord. There you go. Well, there you go. And now I gotta send out some more invites because it seems to be really slow. Now you guys got that? It's not working still? How is it not working? I got it. I got requests. I got requests. Yeah, requests. Accept. There we go. It's working. It should work. Everything's working. No R. That should be it. I'm getting a bunch of requests, so. Is it a capital R? It shouldn't be a capital R. It should be a lowercase. Odd. Okay, well, if anyone's not getting a the real Luger, just add a capital R. Maybe it's for some reason wanting the capital R. It shouldn't need a capital R though. Shouldn't, but who knows? Maybe you do need it. Still trying to figure out how to do like this mass invite, but it's odd. How's everyone's day going though? If anyone's new to the live stream right now. Don't know how to do this. Boom. Okay, so maybe this is how I do it. Alright, maybe I figured it out. I think I figured out how to do this mass invite. Alright, Jow. I said Jow. There we go. Yep, from Canada. Yuri's right. Thank you, Yuri. Yeah, sorry. Trying to get to the chat. I'm just trying to send out some invites to people. Hopefully everyone likes the view today. Nice background. Everyone's liking the background today. That's awesome. Might stand up and walk around here. I'll just put on the little AI thing here. Let's see how well it works. See if it works here. Come on. You gonna work for me? Normal. Upper. There we go. There we go. How's it going? Alright. Should be all up and going now. I'll just read the chats out. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. But sounds still pretty good, like as in you can't really hear the background because it's pretty windy and there are a lot of cars going on. Oh yeah, we're doing good. We got even the Zoom too working. Perfect, everything looks good. Nah, I definitely ain't a graduate. I do more or less construction, build houses, renovations, a lot of things, roofing, small plumbing, small electrical, a lot of things. I used to do limestone cutting for fancy places, a lot of things. Alright, this might be loud, so I apologize if this is loud. There we go. That way I can stand up. Rather stand up. My camera's fighting the wind right now. It's working. It's fighting it though. Yeah, I can't really read the chat on my screen, on my monitor right now. It's just too bright out. Maybe I'll send out some more invites to people. Yeah, I'll plug my phone in though. It's not fully charged. I should have charged up my phone before I started this. But of course I didn't. Let's see if I can add to my story. I don't know if it'll work. Nope. I cannot do that. Okay. Still some things to learn on this whole streaming thing. So what I'm trying to think of is if I can set up like some sort of audio on my phone so that way I can walk around and talk and not have to worry about my mic. Yeah, generally I'm doing PC stuff. Today I'm not, more or less just chatting away. If you have any questions, let me know. I do know quite a bit about every kind of PC component out there as I've worked with it and overclocked it and modified it in some sort of way. Oh, the ARM-based lineups. From what I've heard and seen, they're great. They're actually really good systems, low power and lots of output, so lots of variations to use them. More or less, like if you watch Wendell from Level 1 Tech, Wendell does a lot of like workstations and servers and all those kind of things. So really, I would go off of his channel for the ARM-based stuff for anything really. And he's done a few systems already with ARM-based processors, so that's up to you really. Depends on what you're doing. It really depends, because it does have a good output, like as in its power to its efficiency is really good. That's all I can say. I haven't worked with it enough, like as in touched it and used it and modified it. I've only read up on it, like on forums and other people's what they've used it for. And like I said, Level 1 Tech with Wendell, he does a lot with that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would go off of what he says on it. What I'm looking to do right now is like those pies, like the Raspberry Pis. Only because I want to try to overclock it. Some people have overclocked them, and it's a bit of a challenge to overclock them, but you can overclock them, and then you can build yourself like a really low-powered server-type system, and then you can attach more things to it, which is really nice. Like having variations of a low-powered system that can do something like a NAS or even a DAS. You can set it up like that. Like you can set up a NAS with a Pi. Like it has certain attachments for the Raspberry Pis. Then you can build yourself like a DAS, like what I've built, a custom DAS. Just a hard drive case or SSD of some sort, or even NVMe if you want to spend that kind of money. But you can set up a NAS and then attach the direct attached storage to it just for added capacity. So you can always have a small system and then build like what I built, a fairly small PC that's crammed full of hard drives, and you can attach that so that way it takes up less space and it's very, very low powered. I do have a dual CPU server, but what I want to do is be able to take the fans out and put in like Noctuas or something that's quieter and a little bit less power, because those fans are something like 10 or 15 watts per fan, so that's just excess wattage that you don't really need, especially with the it uses X5570 CPUs, so 2 of them. They're fairly low powered CPUs, and especially what it's going to be doing, it's only going to be running maybe 10 to 20 watts for the CPUs, and then whatever hard drives you put in, and the hard drives are maybe half a watt each, so try to keep it, low powered. Intel has fixed their issue, but again, you'd have to search up motherboards and that, because before, like I've talked about in many of my streams and videos, it's not just Intel's problem, it's also the motherboard manufacturers and also RAM manufacturers. They like their XMPs or whatever you're gonna do with the RAM or the motherboard. The motherboard can make the CPU go into like a weird state, keep it at 1.6 volts onto the CPU at all times until you restart the PC. With the Asus boards, for some reason, when you're in the BIOS, you're at 1.6 volts. That's not Intel's fault. That is the motherboard manufacturers. So I would go with Ryzen right now, especially the 9950X. I mean, whew, it's 16 core. It's only a 16 core. It's fairly good for wattage. It's kind of high in my opinion. It's over 200 watts, I believe. But it's really good. Like, if you have a good cooler for it, it outbeats 13900K in most scenarios. The only thing with Ryzen CPUs is that you'll get the what's called an AM dip. So AMD dip. For some reason with games and all that, the 1% lows on Ryzen CPUs, for some reason the lows they just go so low, they go below your monitor refresh rate, and it's like a constant thing, so you'll feel that in game. If you're looking for more constant frames and not feeling any kind of stutters, you would want to go with Intel still. And again, they have fixed the issue with the microcode 129 update. I've never had an issue with my Intel, by the way. I've overclocked all my things from day one as soon as I get it, and no issues with my Intel CPUs. Doesn't matter if it was the 12900K, 13900K. I haven't had the 14900K yet. Eventually, one day, hopefully. And yeah, I have never seen an issue. I've never seen the voltage spike up too far. I've never had this weird crashing and that. So it's all depending on, I guess, what you're doing with it. If you're going to be enabling the XMP, if your motherboard manufacturer has some weird settings put in place as well, like the Asus boards. I guess it all depends. I use a Gigabyte Aorus Master, Z690 Aorus Master, and I use my Hynix M die by Corsair. So they're the Corsair Dominator Titaniums. They're 7200 megatransfers per second. I've never used the XMP. I've set the voltages, the timings, and all that myself. Have never seen an issue. I've never had a blue screen. Even while I'm streaming too, I did some really hardcore overclocking while streaming on the same PC without a capture card. No blue screens or nothing like that. I'm just trying to send some more invites. Hopefully it doesn't rain. It's supposed to rain today, but it's been holding off quite nice. Actually turned out to be a really nice day. Yeah, about your fans. Uh, you said you hooked it up to whatchamacallit? Yeah, I've learned about like the microarchitectures and all that. It's what's in place from like it's actually built into the CPU itself. It can be changed with like microcode updates, like what Intel's had to do. Um Manufacturers or like your motherboard manufacturers can set out and change certain things as things progress down the line and can help out performance of a CPU, or sometimes they can hinder the performance, but most times they just try to make it a little bit more efficient, a little bit more powerful, as long as your system can handle it. More or less, it's your cooling in that. You can keep your PC cooled. You'll never usually have an issue with your system. Just a lot of people think you can have a small case, cram in a 4090, cram in a 14900K, cram in this really good RAM, have it all on stock, use the XMP on the RAM, and you'd be good. It doesn't work like that. It just does not work like that. Yeah, so one of those fans might be not a PWM style fan, so it might just have three connectors. And if you're connected to a hub, the hub some more or less sometimes want to be on a PWM style connector, so that way it can control and like monitor the fan speed. And sometimes it'll say 0. Or what you can do is unplug it while your system's on, so the fan, unplug it while the system's on, plug it back in, and then restart whatever hardware monitor you're using, and see if it fixed that. Because if you're getting 0 RPM on it, then it's that. Or that fan hub or header, the fan header, is kind of toast. Like there might be something wrong with that fan header. I know I have issues with my Z77 Sabertooth motherboard. Uh, four of the fan headers, they work, but they only will read up to like 4 or 500 RPM. Even though they're at max, they'll only read up to 4 or 500 RPM. Yeah, learning about the architect and all that of CPUs is a big process, by the way. The main thing that you want to read up on, or actually there's some really good YouTube videos, very long by the way, like over an hour long, is like how CPUs are made. And it'll show you how from start to finish how it's basically done. Because all your CPUs are made of is copper. Some of them have some silver, some have gold, and it's either going to be made of some sort of sand, right? So sand turned down into the silicon, so silicon sand. Some other kinds of sand as well that are added into it. You're going to need like borat or something like that to clean out everything. They're gonna have to lithography all of these connections into it. It's very small, very complicated processes, and that's how you get these big dies and all that. With each die will have anywhere from 500 to 10,000 CPUs on it. So it's a long process to make them, and then each one of those dies, like a CPU die, could be a Ryzen, it could be an Intel, it could be like all your new kind of processes. Kind of the same thing with graphics cards. It still has to be kind of made the same way. You know, copper. Some of them have gold, some have silver for the traces. And the traces are literally like you're gonna need a microscope to look at. I did bust open a X5570 for one of my videos a while ago to show the actual what's underneath the silicon layer that protects the actual like architect of the CPU, the actual like everything. And it's also kind of for helps heat transfer as well, but more or less it just helps protect the CPU from the elements and all that, the silicon layer. Yeah, is it connected by it? Suggested. I'm sorry, man. I don't do laptops. Last time I had a laptop was back in 2011 or 2012. So like 12 years ago was the last time I had a laptop. So I don't have anything for that. Because any of those Ryzen GPUs that end in the 50 are basically just the CPU. So the CPU has a built-in graphics card. So like your 13900Ks or your 12900Ks and stuff like that. As long as it's not a KF for Intel, but for Ryzen, it's the encode of it will be 50 or have a G on it. So if it has a G, it means it has a built-in graphics card built into the CPU. And you don't want that. You want to have a dedicated GPU in your laptop. So that way the CPU can do its thing and the GPU can do its thing without the CPU having to do the GPU and CPU work all at the same time. And it's just better for performance in that. Not unless you're just doing some light gaming like League of Legends or Dota 2, stuff like that. Then I guess no problem, because what is it, the 5650G or something like that is like a RX 484 gigabyte, so it's not terrible. I haven't messed around with a lot of like Ryzen CPUs or AMD. I do more like the FX, the Bulldozer series, the really old stuff, just so I can get like the high overclocks and stuff like that. It's just for fun though, like, well, fun competitions as well, but it's just for fun for the older stuff. I would like to get into more of this newer Ryzen stuff, but if I don't know. It all depends. It costs a lot of money, right? Because you're gonna need a decent motherboard. You're gonna need to find different kind of RAM that actually works for AMD. So the RAM that I have is specifically for Intel. So like you would have to completely buy a whole new system basically. So I haven't done a whole lot of Ryzen. For some things, if you so the 3050 in some ways is not as powerful as the 1660 Super for some things. For some reason, the 1660 Super is still a really good graphics card for gaming. By the way, still really good. Even though it's I believe a 6 gig for the 1660 Super, and the 3050 is an 8 gig. The 3050 is gonna have a better encoder. So if you're doing like video streaming stuff like that, the encoder for a 3050 is gonna be better. But for certain games in that, the 1660 Super is better still, because all the games have been more or less like tuned for graphics cards that have been bought in a lot of. The 1660 Super is one of the most bought in GPUs ever for gaming, for Steam games, and for some light EA type games or your AAA games. Like 3050 is still a good card, but I would only get like a 30 series card. Like what I generally use in my system is a 3070 Ti that I modified. I use it because it has a good encoder on it. And if you're gonna do a lot of editing and stuff like that, or recording, you're gonna want a better graphics card, or newer one. And if you go with like a Ryzen, or sorry, not Ryzen, AMD graphics card, the encoder is going to be one series back from a NVIDIA. So let's say you get a 6700 XT, the encoder is going to be as powerful as like a 2060 Super or 2070. They're one generation behind for the encoders. They have been getting better, and apparently with these newer graphics cards that they're going to be coming out with, they have stepped up the encoders. They have not improved the performance at all in the graphics cards, as that's not what they're trying to do now. They're kind of at what their limit is for the graphics cards. So apparently my mic is falling down. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry, guys. I really hope that's not too loud. Alright, hopefully that's good. My bad. My mic fell off. Yeah, it took a long time to set up the AI on it so that way it works proper. It is having a bit of a difficult time for like the wind and that. Like it is being pushed around by the wind, but it seems to be alright. Yeah, I can like do gestures and that too, so I can zoom in and out. I'm not sure if I have the gestures on. Hopefully I don't, or else it would be. Yeah, okay. I don't have it on. Good. You can do like certain gestures and that, so you can zoom right in. You can set different kind of profiles, so that way I can just. I don't have a remote. I can get a remote, but they're really expensive for it. Then I can set like so that way I can just have it out of the way, so that way no one sees anything, and I can click on the remote for different settings, and I can go to different settings. I do have that in one of my videos, so that way it would look at me and then look at my monitor, so that way people can see my overclocking. I don't have a capture card yet, as I don't want to buy the cheaper ones, as they overheat and die, and they only go up to 720p. So even though they say 4K, they're only going to do 720p throughput. Your throughput is what you really need. It's the Ozbot. So the OBS bot. Sorry, not Ozbot. OBS bot. It's alright though. And connected. I don't know what the issue is then. Maybe the fan has something wrong with it, like the actual sensor in the fan is gone. That could be a possibility as well. Or like I said, your header on the motherboard is toast. Something went on with it too. Or some motherboards you can only have so many fans connected, and then the other ones won't read properly, so it's also that. Or it could be your hardware monitor is not up to date. If you don't have an up to date hardware monitor, that can also be an issue. There's a lot of things you gotta do for trial and error on that kind of stuff. Feels like you're watching an Office series, yeah. Not sure how well it's gonna zoom here. Seems like everything's working fairly good though. The wind is pretty windy right now, so it is having, like, it's not as stable as what it should be. Like, you have it set up inside, it's really good. As long as you have the settings set proper on it, because you can set it so it moves really quick and all that too. There we go. Set up over here. Oh, and it has a really good focus and zoom on it, so has up to a 4x zoom, so it will automatically adjust for. You can set it for your body, your face, or even for the background if you want to have a clearer background. I just have it set for upper body, so that way everything's up, like it'll focus on my upper body and face more, and like it will automatically do it all. I can set all of it so that way it's a bit better, but like I said, with the wind right now, it doesn't like the wind. Yeah, the AI automatically will do it all as long as you set it up proper. You can set it up whatever way you want, basically. It's really nice. It is nice, especially if like I do my move around talking videos. Then it's, like I said, it's really good. Or you can do it manually, like I said. You can do it manually with like certain kind of gestures and that, so that way it zooms in. You can set the how far zoom in it will be and all of that as well. There's a lot of things you can change on it. It did take me a long time to set all this up to be able to make it look like it's fairly good. Before I had it set up and it was very like quick and choppy moving, it would have looked better if I was on like a 1080p 60 frames, but I like the 4K 30 frames because it just looks better for the streams. And it's all on, like if you do OBS, right? If you use OBS, you can set more stuff up on OBS for like the different kind of clarity of the video, textures and all that as well, which is another bonus about using OBS. And I should be able to just boom, and it might be able to stay now, right? No, I have all the hand gestures turned right off on it. But yeah, if you want to just search up like the OBS bot, there's multiple different variations. I don't have the most expensive one, of course, so you can get some pretty expensive ones out there. Then you can also get like a special monitor, like a recording monitor for it, so that way you can see exactly what kind of clarity it is and all that, just from the monitor as well. And it has a built-in video encoder, which is a little bit nicer instead of like using the PC and using the encoder off the PC. It's built-in encoder and all that, which is kind of nice, but they're pretty expensive. Okay, I'll be right back. Then it also has like HDR and stuff like that as well, which is nice. So that way it's it can get you the full aspect of like the colors and that, for if people have these really nice monitors. It's good to have. I gotta plug my phone in. Bam. It's an odd different fan hub. It is definitely a different kind of fan hub. Really, really confident. Yeah. Well, thank you. Just do what I do. Give me 1 sec. I was really hoping you can do like a mass like chat, but you can only do so many. It's really, really odd. The Discord right now is not up and running as I've been very busy with life and all that, so I have not been able to do it. I need to get some trustworthy moderators, and apparently you can set up bots and all that. I did not know to be able to like moderate what has been said. I will set up the new Discord link and new Discord when I have the chance. Right now, I don't have much time to do that, so there's no Discord. I will put out or even do maybe a live stream and say I have the Discord up and running when I do, but until then, the Discord is not up and running right now. So my apologies on that. Yeah, when I get it all set up though, I'll put out in the Discord or to all my Discord friends. I'll put it up on Snapchat, Discord, Instagram. I'll do all that and set it up so that way everyone can get the Discord again, and I'll have to remake the link. So right now, what I'll do is get rid of that link because it's not going to work. I should have taken that off a while ago, so thank you for telling me that. How do I know how to get rid of it on my phone, actually? How do I do that? I usually do all this through my computer. Can I not do it from here? Nope. I have to go into my computer. I'll do it after the live stream then, alright? And I'll get rid of that link so that way people don't go onto the Discord or try to. Yeah, almost 1K. It's not the subs I need. I need hours watched. So I'm 1/3 of the way there. So if I can get more people to watch my videos and my live streams, a lot of people like my live streams, so it's kind of nice. But if I can get more people to watch my videos before the end of the year, I'll be monetized. I'm 1/3 of the way there for the hours watched. So almost there, almost there. And I'll make it so like hopefully there won't be any kind of like ads and that through my live streams. And I'll try to make my videos within 10 minutes, so 10 minutes and under. There shouldn't be ads throughout the video, just the ad in the beginning of the video. So I don't want to have a whole lot of ads to be able to make money off of YouTube. I want people to enjoy my content as much as possible. But I do have a lot of live streams that are like 10, 12 hours long or 8+ hours long. And then there are some videos that are an hour long, so I'll have to figure out how to make it so there's not so many ads through those kind of videos. That's why I've been promoting my YouTube channel on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, stuff like that. It's actually helping quite a bit. Yeah, I'm glad everyone that has been with me since I started doing this whole streaming and videos on YouTube. Thank you for sticking around. You guys have been awesome. Yeah, I know. It takes a long time, man. The thumbnails take a long time to do. If you go into my live streams, so just if you don't, if you can leave here, but you can go check out my live streams. That's where all my thumbnails. You'll see that my thumbnails are really nice on those. They take a long time to do, man, because you got to be able to get a good picture quality. You got to be able to optimize the picture and make it even look better. Because when you upload it, you also have to go through what it's going to look like on your phone, what it's going to look like on a TV, what it's going to look like on like a monitor, like your PC. And then same thing with audio. You got to make sure the audio sounds good through speakers, through your phone, through TVs, through monitors. And yeah, it's a lot of work, man. It is a lot of work. But yeah, you'll see my live streams. You'll see my most recent ones. Besides this one, it's the thumbnails are a lot better. It just takes a long time, man, to edit them and make them look fairly decent for everybody. A lot of my viewers are on PC, but about 30% of my viewers are also on phones. So, and phones and PCs, the way things are shown on a PC and the phone are completely different, and you have to set it up so that way it works for both. What's going on? More or less, I gotta focus on doing what I like to do, and that's overclocking. Just can't be doing that right now. Hopefully here soon. Oh, by the way, I did place 24th, but now I've gone down a couple because some other teams have gone up. And so validations on hardwarebot.org for these competitions. So the HardwareBot Team Cup 2024, I did place 27th, and then I went up to 26th, and then 24th. Now I'm back down to 26th. I'm hoping by next week all the validations are finally done. It does take a long time for them to validate all these like participants, and there's like 100,000 people that participated. Like there's a couple teams that has 50,000 members in it, so like it takes them a long time to validate all this. So I'm hoping I can place back up to at least 24th where I was. But overall, I'm kind of happy about my placement, especially going after these like these teams that are absolutely insane, by the way. And it's just me and my team. So it's just me versus everybody else when other teams have, like I said, 60,000 members just on one team. So, and I did beat that team, by the way. I beat that team, Bulgaria. I think it's Team Bulgaria. I'm pretty sure it's Team Bulgaria that I beat. Or they're just placing just above me with 1 point more than me. I'm not sure. Once all the validations have been finally done, I'm hoping next week all the validations are done, I'll recap this. But I did go down one rank in the overall apprentice league for hardwarebot.org. So there's different kind of leagues you can go in. I'm in the apprentice league, so that's the third league up from the basic. So you're like novices and all that. I am placed in 5th place overall against everyone in the world, and I am 1st place in Canada for my division, so apprentice league. So I'm happy about that. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I ever want to be as big as Linus. Maybe up to like where Gamers Nexus is, because once you're up into like the Linus, you're literally gonna need a warehouse just to store stuff. You're gonna need 30, 40 employees to be able to help you run things. Then you're going to need to set up more channels so that way you can actually pay for everything. It's a lot to do for being that big of a content creator. Me, I'm not really a content creator, but I do overclocking. I'm just trying to help people learn some stuff about CPUs and that for overclocking, especially if they want to get into like the hardwarebot.org and get into the competitions and get into variations of hardware for computers, because it's literally motherboards, CPUs, GPUs, RAM. It's all of that you can do for overclocking. Like, it's not just your CPU or GPU, it's also your RAM and your motherboard. There's a lot of things you can do, and I want to show people it's really fun to do. It's not just going to be air cooling. You can do air cooling, water cooling, like custom water loops, AIOs, dry ice, liquid nitrogen, or when you're the extreme guys, liquid helium. So down to negative 298. I will eventually one day hopefully get to liquid helium, but I want to start off doing liquid nitrogen or dry ice, as it's a lot cheaper of an option and I can do it by myself. When you do liquid helium, you need a whole team to help you run tests, because it's extremely cold. A lot of things can go wrong with liquid helium. If anyone knows Vince, so Kingpin, he worked for EVGA doing the Kingpin graphics cards and, modifying graphics cards and overclocking. He's starting back up with PNY, so I'm hoping PNY will listen to exactly what he says for the overclocking stuff, and we'll get some really nice PNY graphics cards. PNY still makes decent graphics cards, but I'm hoping Vince and his team will make it even better. And he's also doing YouTube as well now. His channel's growing very quickly, so if you want to go look at him, go check him out. I really need to figure out how to do these. Send out these links better. Alright. We'll just turn off the phone, let it charge. Sorry if that was loud. Hopefully it wasn't too loud. Like what? No, I don't believe they are. Though I'm not smelling the monitor there. Yeah, for the immigration, that doesn't seem like it's like the States there. It is what it is. Like, people need a place to live. Canada seems to be the place to live, so. I mean, I sure enjoy it. I mean, not having Trudeau as prime minister here would be nice. Yeah, my bad, everyone. I'm trying to send out some more invites to people. Yeah, right now it's insane. The housing market went crazy during COVID. I guess some countries too kind of went crazy, but in Canada, it like almost doubled the value of houses and properties because people were trying to rent and people needed places to live, right? So soon as COVID hit, it changed a whole lot of things. Groceries went up, housing market just absolutely went insane. So there's a whole bunch of new like residential places. Construction was really good around that time too. Like when COVID happened, like I didn't miss a single day of work during COVID, and there's a lot of people that couldn't work because of their job title and what they had to do, right? So I guess it depends on where you lived, but more or less all of Canada, the housing market and renting, it went up a lot, like an insane amount. Made things very, very expensive. Oh, can I see now? I might have to pack up here soon, guys. It is looking like it's gonna rain finally. It was supposed to rain earlier, but looks like it's held off quite a bit. So I might actually have to pack up and maybe do a live stream another day. My other live stream, though, what I want to do is fix up some cases, like paint the cases and make them look better, and maybe even fix up my DAS, so my direct attached storage. I might fix that up as well, make it look better. Depends, we'll see. I was hoping for a phone call today, but nothing. Have a good one, Santush. Thank you everyone for joining the stream. Yeah, I might be packing up here soon. It is. The temperature just dropped all of a sudden and the clouds are rolling in. I don't know if you can see it on the stream or not. Maybe I'll shave up for next stream too, so that way I don't look so scruffy. No, I won't be cutting my hair. Maybe trim it, but that's probably about it. Alright everyone, thanks for joining the stream. Hopefully I'll be back on here soon. A little bit better of a stream maybe. Do some actual overclocking on something, we'll see. As always, don't forget to get her done. Peace.